It began with a flicker, a glitch in the matrix of my quiet life. I was alone in my study, the only light from my monitor, the house wrapped in midnight silence. My old lamp flickered, then died, plunging me into darkness. A chill crawled up my spine. It wasn't just the dark, it felt like the dark was watching me. I grabbed my phone, flashlight on, scanning the room, nothing out of place. But the sense of being observed wouldn't leave. I tried to dismiss it as late-night paranoia, but the feeling was too real. I peered out the window, empty streets, silent houses. Still, the unease grew. It felt like the watcher was inside, not outside. I decided to call it a night, but as I closed my laptop, I noticed an unread message in a chat window I didn't remember opening. No name, no profile picture, just a string of random characters. The message was simple, 2 words and a URL. It was a challenge, a hook, and despite every instinct I felt compelled to see where it led. I had no idea I was about to step off a cliff into an abyss. The night was no longer silent, it was waiting. The message on my screen, still awake? Below it, a hyperlink, blackecho.net. I'd never heard of it. A search turned up nothing, it was a digital ghost. Who sent this? How did they know I was awake? The clock glowed 3:33 a.m., the so-called witching hour. The timing felt deliberate. The flicker, the feeling of being watched, now this. Every rational thought screamed to close the laptop and forget it. But curiosity won. Black Echo. The name promised secrets. The sense of being watched intensified, as if the sender was waiting for me to act. My hand hovered over the mouse. This felt like a point of no return. I clicked the link. The screen went black, and the echo was waiting. I knew I shouldn't have, but I couldn't stop myself. The digital world had just opened a door I might never close. I braced myself for whatever would come next. The unknown had never felt so close. The website loaded. No bar, no wheel, just blackness. Then a single pulsing white dot. No text, no images, no way to navigate. My mouse and keyboard were useless. The dot pulsed, hypnotic, matching my racing heart. A low hum vibrated from my speakers, ancient and wrong, layered with faint, indecipherable whispers. The dot warped into shifting, nightmarish shapes, faces, limbs, gaping maws. The whispers grew louder, but I couldn't make out the words. It felt like I was peering into something alien, not meant for human eyes. After a minute, the screen went black again. My computer rebooted. Everything looked normal. The chat window was gone, no browser history. But I knew it had happened. The hum lingered in my ears. I'd closed the door, but something had slipped through. The silence in my house now felt occupied. I tried to convince myself it was a dream, but the world felt off. Dimmer, muffled, wrong. A headache throbbed behind my eyes, paranoia gnawing at me. The house felt hostile. Then, the first unexplainable event. A whisper from the running water. "See, you..." I froze, listening. Nothing. But the fear was real. Glitches followed, TV static, flickering lights, my phone displaying corrupted images. Each incident was small, but together they formed a pattern. The house was breaking down, systems failing in ways too specific to be coincidence. I started seeing shadows in the corners of my vision, cold spots passing by. I checked locks obsessively, but the threat felt like it was already inside. The visit to Black Echo had opened a door, and now something was here. Reality itself was starting to fracture. The whispers grew, no longer just in water but in radio static, phone calls, even music, disjointed phrases, always watching, found a door, he let us in. Sleep brought no escape, my dreams invaded by the pulsing dot, monstrous shapes, and now, the whispers chanting my name. I woke in cold sweats, exhausted, nerves frayed. The static followed me everywhere, on calls, through speakers, always just beneath the surface. I tried to drown it out, but it always found a way through. I started recording the ambient sound, desperate for proof. Listening back, I heard them, faint, but real. It was confirmation. This wasn't in my head. The static was a medium, and something was using it to speak to me. I was never truly alone. The phone calls started 3 days after Black Echo. Late at night my phone buzzed. Unknown caller, I answered. Silence, then a slow rhythmic dripping, water echoing in a cavern. The sound was familiar, sinister. I hung up, hand shaking. The calls became regular, always at night, always from unknown. I stopped answering, but the ringing alone was enough to terrify me. Each call was a reminder they could reach me anytime. One night, desperate, I answered again. What do you want? This time only breathing. A wet, gurgling sound as if someone was drowning. I could almost feel the breath on my skin. Then, a guttural whisper spoke my name. I threw the phone, heart pounding, and hid under the covers. The calls were no longer just harassment, they were a violation. My phone, once a lifeline, was now a weapon against me. The entity was patient, persistent, and enjoying my fear. I realized it was never just a haunting, it was a hunt. The terror peaked with a video I never recorded. Scrolling through my phone, I found a new file, a black thumbnail. I knew it was connected, I had to see. I pressed play. 15 seconds. Grainy, dark footage, filmed from under my bed, pointed at my bedroom door. The door creaked open. A tall, dark figure stood in the doorway, a void in the shape of a person. No face, no features, just a solid black mass. The video was time-stamped 3:33 a.m. the previous night. While I slept, it had been in my room, filming me. The realization hit, the watcher was real, and it had breached my sanctuary. The video ended. I sat, trembling, feeling utterly exposed. This was no longer just whispers or calls, it was a physical presence. The video was proof, a trophy, a threat. The watcher could get as close as it wanted. I was no longer safe, even in my own home. It's been a week since the video. I haven't slept in my bedroom since. I keep all the lights on, but the light offers no protection. The presence is constant, a cold spot that follows me. The whispers are bolder, sometimes right behind me. The calls have stopped. The silence is worse. I see it now, in reflections. A tall, dark shadow behind me, gone when I turn. It lingers in mirrors. A ghostly afterimage burned into my mind. It's showing itself, letting me know there's no escape. The Black Echo isn't just a website, it's my reality. I'm writing this as a warning. Don't go looking for the hidden corners of the digital world. Some doors should stay locked. Curiosity is a trap. I clicked a link I shouldn't have, and now I can't get rid of what followed. It's watching me as I type. So I ask you, do you feel safe? Are you sure you're alone? If you ever get a message at 3:33 a.m., don't answer the echo. Once you hear it, it will never stop listening to you.